He tucked his daughters in, kissed them goodnight, and then killed them. The next morning, he stood in his driveway crying on camera, begging for his family to come home. He knew exactly where they were. On the night of August 12, 2018, Shanann Watts came home from a work trip. She was 15 weeks pregnant. She had 2 little girls at home, Bella, age 4, and Celeste, age 3. She got home around 2 a.m., put her bags down, and went to bed. By sunrise, she would be dead. The next morning, Chris called Shanann's friend Nicole, saying she never showed up to a doctor's appointment. Nicole rushed over immediately. Shanann's car was still in the driveway, her phone and wallet still inside. Nobody answered the door. Police were called. When officers entered, everything looked normal. Beds were made, no signs of struggle. But Shanann and the girls were gone. When detectives reached Chris, he agreed to come in. That same day, he did a TV interview outside the house, begging for his family to return. But investigators watching that interview noticed something was deeply wrong. He showed almost no genuine emotion, no tears, just flat, calculated responses. Behind the scenes, detectives pulled his phone records and discovered Chris had been having an affair with a co-worker named Nicole Kessinger. She later told investigators she had no idea he was married or that Shanann was pregnant. Then came the moment that broke everything open. A neighbor's security camera captured Chris's truck leaving the house at 5:17 a.m. Something large was in the back, wrapped up. When confronted with the footage, Chris's story fell apart. He was brought in for formal interrogation. For hours, he stayed calm. He even took a polygraph test, which he failed. Then, investigators told him directly they had evidence. The camera didn't lie. Chris asked to speak to his father alone. The room was still being recorded. And in that moment, he confessed. The truth was devastating. That night after Shanann came home, Chris waited until she fell asleep, then strangled her to death in their bed. Their daughters were asleep down the hall. He smothered Bella first, then Celeste. He loaded their bodies into his truck, drove to the oil site where he worked, and buried Shanann in a shallow grave, with their unborn son still inside her. Then he lifted the hatches on 2 oil storage tanks and lowered his daughters inside. But investigators discovered something that haunted everyone on the case. Bella, who was just 4 years old, had not been fully unconscious. There were marks on the inside of the hatch. She had tried to climb out. In November 2018, Chris Watts pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. 5 consecutive life sentences. No possibility of parole. He will never leave prison. Shanann was 34. Bella was 4. Celeste was 3. And Nico never got the chance to be born. The man who was supposed to protect them was the one who took everything. Some cases change you. This is one of them.